In the book, I explain, 50 different ways that corporate America is trying to squeeze workers and weaken unions. It's using more temps. It's contracting out more. Now, the latest thing is using apps to turn, more and more workers into like here today, gone tomorrow, here this minute, gone next minute workers. So they don't have to, they owe very little loyalty or responsibility to these workers. It says, and this is the big fight now with Uber and Lyft. It says, the companies are saying, you're not employees, you're just independent contractors. And if they're employees, then the workers can unionize. If they're employees, the companies have to pay part of the Social Security and Medicare taxes. If they're employees, then they're covered by anti-discrimination laws, anti-sexual harassment laws. So the companies really want to put millions and millions of workers into this independent contractor box. And they love this idea of like using apps so we can get a worker to work for 15 minutes and then dump him or her. It's like ideal. There's no responsibility to the worker. They're here, they're gone, they're not covered by minimum wage or overtime laws. And one of the big challenges for the labor movement and for all worker advocates, as I explain in my book, is like figuring out a way to lift these workers to, so that they could, improve their wages. There are all these Uber and Lyft drivers who work 60, 70 hours a week. They're busting their humps to try to support their families. They're not getting, health benefits from their jobs. And, there's this breakthrough in California. The state legislature passed a bill that would declare Uber and Lyft drivers employees rather than independent contractors. So that would give them overtime and minimum wage coverage. It would have the companies contribute to their Social Security and Medicare. It would give them protections against race and sex discrimination. Now, the companies say, this is going to cost us too much. This is going to hurt our business model. We're going to have to hire fewer drivers. This is going to be worse for consumers. You might have to wait 6 minutes rather than 4 minutes for someone to pick you up.
And you mentioned there's 500,000 people working for Uber right now?
In the U.S., there's more than 500,000, and worldwide there are over 1 million. And this fight is playing out in England and France and Germany, too.
And you have Whole Foods cutting the medical benefits of 1,900 workers. And we said in headlines, Jeff Bezos owns Whole Foods because Amazon owns Whole Foods. Bezos makes more money than the cost of the entire year of benefits for these nearly 2,000 employees in something like 2 to 6 hours he makes.
Sometimes you wonder, who does public relations for these people? Like, this is a real, black eye for Bezos. He's so rich, and he's really sticking it to these 2,000 workers, part-time workers, who I'm sure many of whom are having a hard time making ends meet.